The Pembroke Welsh Corgi is a herding breed of dogs that originated in Pembrokeshire, Wales. They're one of the two breeds known as Welsh Corgi. They're also famously known as Corgi, Welsh Corgi, or just Pem. These dogs are strong, athletic, and lively little herders who are affectionate and compassionate without being needy. They've also gained a reputation for their small, dwarf build and their excellent temperament. With that out of the way, let's jump right into the list of top 10 interesting facts about the Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Number 1. Their history. The Pembroke Welsh Corgi's origins are not all that clear, but they have been traced back as far as 1107 AD. Flemish weavers are said to have brought these dogs long as they traveled to reside in Wales. Some believe that these dogs may have descended from Swedish cattle dogs that were brought to Wales by the Vikings in the 9th and 10th century. Either way, Pembrokes and Cardigans, the other Corgi breed, both appeared together in 1925 when they were exhibited under the rules of the Kennel Club in Britain. Both the breeds were officially recognized under a single heading by the Kennel Club in 1928, but were later acknowledged as two separate breeds in 1934. Shortly after, Pembrokes first appeared in the US in 1936 and have been slowly gaining popularity ever since. Number 2. They're a part of the Welsh myths. According to an ancient lore, two children who were out in the fields tending to their family's cattle stumbled upon a couple of puppies that they took home. Their parents told the children that the pups were a gift from the fairies that lived in the fields and that the fairies used them to pull carriages and sometimes to ride into battles. As proof that the dogs were indeed the mounts of fairies, the parents pointed to the marks on their backs where the fairies put saddles on their shoulders. The children cherished their puppies, which grew up to become treasured companions and learned to help the kids take care of the cattle. While another belief is that the children were directly given Pembrokes by fairies that were mourning the death of a friend. Well, it's only just a myth, and there's no way we could be sure of that though. Number 3. Their size and appearance. Pembroke Welsh Corgis measure between 10 to 12 inches tall at the shoulders and weigh no more than 30 pounds. They're little dogs that have gained a reputation for being small and low to the ground. Their name is also reminiscent of their small physique, as Corgi translates to dwarf dog in Welsh. Their head is fox-like in both shape and appearance, and their erect ears are proportionate to their heads. They also have slightly lighter marked areas on each side of the shoulder ridges caused by changes in the thickness, length, and direction of hair growth. Number 4. They make good watchdogs. Pembrokes have been known to be quite vocal with a tendency to bark a lot. As such, your Corgi might stir up a lot of trouble with your neighbors. However, this also means that these dogs make excellent watchdogs. If they feel that something or someone is threatening their home and family, they'll be quick to let you know with a loud series of barks. Number 5. They're different from the Cardigans. Although similar in some aspects, Cardigan and Pembroke Corgis are two separate breeds. First of all, the Cardigan can be traced back to Cardiganshire, while the Pembroke originated in Pembrokeshire. The two breeds also have certain physical traits that set them apart. For instance, while the Cardigan has a tail that can be easily noticed, the Pembroke's tail is docked close to the body. Pems have a shorter body and their ears are pointed, in contrast to the Cardigan's more rounded ears. Number 6. They're loved by royals. Corgis have been a favorite of British royalty for more than 70 years now. Queen Elizabeth II has been known to have owned more than 30 Corgis in her lifetime. She was first introduced to the breed when her father, King George VI, brought home a male pooch from a kennel in 1933. The dog became a favored playmate with both the future queen and her sister, Princess Margaret. Number 7. A Pembroke was once the mascot of Amazon. In the early days of Amazon.com, the former editor-in-chief and principal engineer owned a Pembroke Welsh Corgi named Rufus. Rufus came with his owners to the office every day. He was affectionately called Amazon's shortest volunteer worker. He could be found strolling hallways, sitting on meetings, or sleeping in his crate. Well known for starting up the dog-friendly culture at Amazon, Rufus passed away on 27th of May 2009. Number 8. Training the Pembroke is a breeze. Pembroke Corgis have a reputation for responding well to training. However, some Corgis have a stubborn or independent streak at times. These dogs do have a mind of their own, but they're still energetic, willing, and highly intelligent. They're easily motivated by food, which makes training them even easier. Like any other breed, make sure to properly socialize your Corgi as a puppy to ensure that they grow up to be a well-mannered pooch. Number 9. Their grooming and care. Pembroke Welsh Corgis have a thick undercoat with a longer top coat that shed continuously. If you don't brush your corgi often, especially during the heavier seasonal shedding period, it can definitely become a huge problem. Thus, daily brushing is recommended to remove dead hair. You can also bathe them as needed, which would help control heavy shedding. But you must also be careful not to let your corgi hop up and down from the couch or any other modest height. This is because their short legs and long backs make them very prone to fractures. Number 10. Their health conditions. Like any other breed, there are certain health conditions that corgis are prone to. Some of them include hip dysplasia, cataracts, and epilepsy. They're also susceptible to many other conditions like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a condition that leads to excessive bruising and blood blisters. They're also prone to progressive retinal atrophy, a family of eye diseases that involve the gradual deterioration of the retina. Their long backs also leave them prone to ruptures in a spinal disc. This is a condition known as intervertebral disc disease. As such, it's always a good idea to take a corgi to the vet regularly. Alright folks, that's the end of our list of top 10 interesting facts about the Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you already own one of these cute dwarf dogs, we'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Please drop a thumbs up and share the video if you liked it. For more interesting facts in different dog breeds, click on our channel and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.